Move over, Pennywise. There's a new clown in sight. In sight? Why did they not say in time? Different time, I suppose. And this one is 1,000 times more violent and 1,000,000 times crueler than you. Who's written that?
He was different.
Alright, before we even begin, who told me this was gore porn and it was horrible, and this was our reaction for all of the film? It's genuinely one of the funniest horror films I've ever seen.
Yeah, but I just remember like saying like, oh, we should watch this, and you were like, I just know I'm not gonna like it.
Literally everyone in my life had told me it's just gore porn, like, and not gore porn even on the Saw side of things, like gore porn on Hostel, and I hate Hostel. It's not even gore porn. Well, I don't think it's gore porn. It's more just to showcase the visual effects, I think.
It is gore porn. It is. The
long blood.
It doesn't really, like, the first film doesn't really have a plot.
No.
It's about the effects, which in turn is about the gore, is how I'd interpret that. But not horribly. Tastefully. Tastefully.
So if we're talking about Terrifier, really we have to talk about Art the Clown. He's the glue for the entire franchise, and really the only thing in the first film. He made his debut in a short film called The Ninth Circle of Hell, which kind of sounds like the plot of the first movie, where he's sat at a train station, goes on a killing spree. Haven't watched it, not sure if that's what actually happens.
I can't imagine it'd be far off though, because that's going to be the thing that got them the film. Like,
Yeah.
I say like the budget. It's more like someone's savings to do the first film.
Yeah.
But so that short film must have been at least well enough received for them to go further and do feature length with it.
Yeah. Art has a much better design in this one as well. Because his design is so good in this.
Sorry, he's as close to perfect as you can get, I think, for a
Yeah.
clown villain. The right amount of crazy, not put together, but it's also like a carefully curated and well done outfit that he's wearing. Like it looks fairly expensive, but like his makeup's cheap. He just
Yeah, and
I love him.
The half black, half white as well really works in like some of the lighting that they do.
It works really well with like, especially with the scenes with lots of blood.
Yeah.
Because like he gets covered in it all the time, and it just really shines out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Very just goes so well because obviously he's dressed as a clown, but he is also sort of a mime, so he doesn't speak at all through any of them. So it's all body acting, and he's like so funny. He's ridiculous.
Like even when you like think of like all the horrible things that he's doing, he's still to his core. He's clown core through and through. Like he's still miming and like pulling really funny faces. That we just find that so engaging. God, I love him so much.
I think I might not like the film, but I think I might love Art.
Yeah, 100%. He is great, and he's been on screen for like. I don't think I can speak unbiased about him.
So we do have this really bad habit of turning horror movie villains into baby girls.
Yeah, he is so baby girl. We've got 3 villains at the minute, which are baby girl.
John Kramer is our
So
original
baby girl.
baby girl.
We have, and the other one is just Ghostface, It's not Billy.
Yeah, no, it's Ghostface.
It's Ghostface is super baby girl. And now we have Art the Clown.
He's just loving life. He's living his best life.
We've got a thing for a face painted mask, apparently. Oh, shall I do this bit?
Yeah, go on. Have a go.
Fantastic. So so first of all we watched the first Terrifier, knowing that there was a second one to watch as well. Again, Kim was convinced that she knew the things about this film was like, it's not for me, but to appease me, we watched it anyway. And just briefly, we meet Tara and Dawn in the street, and they're out drink driving. Nope. They aren't drinking, they're trying to drink drive.
But Tara's sensible.
Very sensible. And they're like, no, we should just go get some food, let you sober up. So they go to this little cafe. And in this cafe is our boy and baby girl, Art the Clown. Again, he just seems to be minding his own business to start with, but he's like, you can tell he's like obsessed with Tara. Like, he's staring at her, being like, I want you. Keeps trying to do, like, mime little things to her, like, mime giving her flowers or something.
He proposed to her.
Proposed, that's what it was. But he was being really sweet towards her, and then Dawn was just so drunk, and do you know what? Love it for her.
Yeah, we are Dawn.
Yeah, we are.
Let the girl piss.
Just let her use the bathroom, for God's sake. It'll make it worth your while.
We are the blonde girl.
We are the blonde girl.
I'm sorry.
Not to the extent of, like, sitting on a creepy,
yeah,
not a strange man. Like, if you see that in real life, I'd be fairly creeped out as well. Like, and Dawn kept looking at Tara, saying, like, you're overreacting. Like, he's fine.
Harmless.
He's harmless. He's not. He's a creepy clown carrying a bin bag around. Like, must be like 3-4 in the morning. Anyway, so then Dawn sits on Art's lap, and is taking loads of photos with him. And he does not look like a happy teddy bear at all. Tara gets very uncomfortable, and the man, like, it's like one of them, like, American, like all night diners.
Diner thing.
Very American. And the man kicks him out for being a creep. Because he was in the toilet or something too long. Yeah, I know what he did.
Oh.
Shit! I better get overtime for this. No joke, this is disgusting. It's got me cleaning piss and shit at 1 o'clock in the morning. Let the guy who handles food take care of it. Real fucking sanitary. Steve, calm your ass.
It's becoming not baby girl.
But you see him just being kicked out, and the owner's like, oh, you're disgusting, like, get out, blah, blah, blah. And the girls are, like, going at this point. Like, I've had enough.
Yeah, Tara thinks she's sober enough to go drive home now. So that's the plan. They go, get to Dawn's car, tyres slashed. Dun dun dun! So Tara phones her sister to come and pick them up because they're stranded. And during this time, Tara really needs to piss. So Tara thinks the best idea is to go into the creepy building next door with the janitor hanging out front to go piss. And leaves Dawn in the car.
I'd have just popped a squat in the street.
Yeah. Better than going to see creepy man.
Yeah, I mean, like, stay with your friend.
Yeah.
And the inside of this building, like, if I took one step into it, especially the floor the bathroom was on, it's such a shithole.
Yeah. I don't even want to be pissing in there.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't want any part of my body touching the walls, the floor. I wouldn't even want to be breathing the air. It was disgusting. But yeah, she was like, yeah, this is fairly normal. And obviously Janitor's like, I've had enough now. Can you get yourself out? She was like, yeah. All the while, obviously Dawn's, I can suddenly move the table. Dawn's obviously still sat outside in the car. They'd phoned Tara's sister to come pick them up, and they were waiting on her. And basically Dawn just looks to her right, and she's like, hello.
This comes after one of the horror beautiful classic moments where she hears about the killer on the radio.
Oh yeah.
And then she's like, they're like, oh, there's a killer on the loose. He's dressed as a clown, blah blah. And Dawn's like,
And like looks through the pictures on her
Yeah.
phone. Like, did this really happen?
yeah. And then she just turns her. Well, someone enters the car, and she's like, Tara, you never get what? And then cut.
Because while obviously they had been following this like plot of like the main girls, after Art got kicked out of the diner, he just went back and murdered them all.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And then like pretty much the rest of the film, just as a whole, is just Art trying to kill the girls.
Yeah.
But what we want to talk about is the slightly more juicier kills involved, and there's one in particular, and that's and this is a big. Don't listen to this bit if you want to watch it. And this is when he kills Dawn.
Yes. So he has taken her from the car, and he's captured Tara, and he's strapped her to a seat in the basement, and he's got a big curtain up. I'm like, oh, it's behind the curtain. And he pulls it back, and we've got Dawn hanging upside down.
Like legs spread, like spread eagle upside down.
Yeah. Which is just shocking to see anyway, because she's completely naked as well. And then I think one of the best practical effects ever. I don't know if it was practical. Looked practical.
It looked pretty
Very
practical. I don't think they would have had the budget to do anything other than practical.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
Like it was like gonna have to be homemade stuff.
Yeah.
But
he does what a classic clown does and saws her in half.
from gooch to head. And you know what? The camera does not pan away. I thought with it being a low budget film, like we'd see the first initial
like some blood under the saw.
No, I thought we'd see like at least them cutting through. Like 'cause the first two kills were gory enough. So I thought we'd see at least cutting through and then like maybe like a pan shot away. It's like Art's crazy face as he saw it. That's how I thought it was gonna happen. No, we just watched it like to the point where even at the end and you find it really hard to like get through her spine up here.
Yeah.
That was done really well. Like you would have thought he was actually under like pure physical like exertion. And we were like mind blown.
Yeah, I think it's well, we'll play it for you, but it's the strangest reaction I think I'd ever expect to have to someone being sawn into. Because we were just sat there going, wow.
That looks nice. They've done a really good job there.
Are you gonna star in half?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even show it.
They've done a great job there. He's just having a good time. Oh my god.
I really like the effect.
I think they've done a fantastic job there.
I do wish they'd have done like him pretending to do a magic show though. Like, because that's obviously the joke. We were very impressed. Especially at this point we'd had the jack-o'-lantern head death. Remember in the cafe? There is one. I can put it on.
Kim will remind us.
This one. Kim enjoyed it.
You go, ooh. Like Doctor Strange, who I think I am.
Just start pushing all the effects.
I just like, you'll just suddenly see me through everything we do now, just going.
Here's some viewing footage.
I'm not definitely doing it. Hello? Just a dirty girl.
cannot wait to plug those in.
I'm so warm. Oh my god. We got a whole other movie to do. We didn't even finish this one.
I know, I was so looking forward to this one as well.
We completely forgot about the TV interview.
I was
Okay.
Oh, hi, Scout.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
I'm even annoyed at a cat. I'll move that for you, shall I?
Oh my god. So sweaty. What is this? It's come out of nowhere. It's from looking at them visual effects it was.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a real
yeah.
workout. Ooh. Oh dear. Do you think this is our version of withdrawal from not seeing each other for a few days?
Alright, so what other effects do we have? We have a really funny one, which is where Art decides to get into drag. Oh, there is, bless her, like the kill that comes from, like that gave me actual feelings. I was not expecting to feel anything in this film. But you remember the crazy homeless woman?
Oh, I thought she was so sweet as well. She just like, she kept just asking like, are you any neighbours? Do you need help? Here's my baby.
Yeah.
Please, don't hurt my little girl.
We did call her crazy, but she was delightful.
She's lovely.
So lovely.
She just wanted to do her laundry with someone.
Yeah.
Nice neighbours. But anyway, so
Art, important stuff.
Art ends up. So he tricks someone by getting into drag and pretending that he's this woman, and by doing that he wears her head / her scalp with the hair on it and her chest area.
Oh yeah, the
Pulls
boobs.
that off with that, and then he commences to just walk around for a lot longer than he needed to. And bless the actor, he was naked whilst he was doing all this as well. I've forgotten his name, even though we've literally just looked at it as well.
Who are?
Yeah.
Damien David Houghton Thornton?
That sounds right. I'm gonna say that's right. Good job. We really enjoyed it. Oh look, here he is from the screen.
I'm just gonna lift that. Look at this. You're talking about. Let's lift him together. And then we have the sister finally arriving to the car, and obviously the girls aren't in the car. She sees the slashed tires and just like wonders.
She texts. Well, Tara's been using Dawn's phone because hers has died. So she texts Dawn's phone and is like, "Yo, I'm outside. Where are you?" And then our sneaky baby girl goes, "Tee-hee, I'm round the back. Come find me." So then that's how she gets into the building.
Then she bumps into Mike.
Yeah.
And then basically, because the entire time we were like, which one of these is the final girl? Because I'm now going to cut back to what I left out. So this is all a flashback. The opening scene is an interview of the one survivor from like the clown murder saga, whatever they were calling it. And obviously like fully like disfigured face. We didn't know who it was, and I loved that. We knew it was someone with brown hair, so we were like, is it Tara? The whole time. We were like, Tara's the final girl. And then the sister showed up. And that got our minds going. We were like, it could be either of them.
And Tara's dead at that point.
When the sister turned up, I thought she died of brine.
No, so when it's, because I did watch this like 2 days ago. So when, oh my god, one of my favourite moments when Art reveals that he has a gun. So that's when Tara dies. So Tara's finally escaping. She's got this. He's on the floor. Boom.
It's so funny. It tickled us way more than it should have. I'm just as shocked as you are. That Art had a gun. Go ahead. Oh, whoa, blew my mind. Whoa, it's my first time talking about this. No, it was really just, there was a definite shock horror to it, which it shouldn't have been, because obviously it's set in America.
Yeah,
And
why wouldn't he have a gun?
Do you know what I mean? This is exactly what we said. They all have guns. You can buy a gun. You heard it here first. You can buy a gun. But you could, yeah, right, okay, you can buy a gun from like Walmart's and stuff. We're laughing to the end now. You can buy guns.
Oh no. I'm such an inexperienced editor, I don't know what to do.
You know what to do.
Right down at.
Oh, he's still picking up a bit. Because the gun. Creepy clowns. I'm sweating. So yeah, it really shouldn't have been. I forgot the words.
Like, you should have been
As
shocked.
surprising that he had a gun. But they never do in these kind of movies though.
Yeah, it's a slasher.
It's the art of the kill. Oh, pun intended. You know, it's the slow chase, they get the thrill off it. And just when someone wasn't being cooperative, Art was just like, fuck it, bang.
Down. And that's her sorted. Ow, we don't need her anymore.
Yeah, Tara, gone.
In comes Vic.
Yeah, our girl Vic.
It's a part of Vic.
And so in walks our final girl.
Yeah, suppose.
That we tried to work out for ages. And we were like, this has gotta be it. This is the one. There's not much long left of this film.
Yeah. So in Vic's storyline, so she goes around, tries to find Tara. And
Chased.
gets chased, yeah. Almost escapes, so close. She ends
Yeah.
up locking herself in
With Mike. She teams up with Mike
yeah,
for a bit.
she does, and then blessing Mike.
And Mike's like, we need to leave, like, don't go in there. And she's like, oh, I need to go find my sister. Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, there's a crazy clown in the loose. Get out of here. I was like, hell yeah, Mike, run.
Yeah. Mike, Mike could have got out of there alive if it wasn't for Vic. So I'm not actually sure if I do support her now. But
Yeah.
her in the second film, spoiler, do kind of love her in that.
Fantastic. But yeah, long story short, Vic does make it out. Because I say this has all been a flashback from that first interview. She got the main face and whatever. It's like with the anniversary or something of the killer clown.
Yeah, I think it was the first, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Basically, he fucks her up. She kills him.
Yeah.
What does she?
Mm.
But back to one of our favourite points. He gets brought to this morgue.
Oh my god, the morgue.
The morgue, the morgue. So obviously the police, they bag him up, take him to the morgue. The doctor will see you now.
Oh. Okay.
The doctor will see you now. I don't even know if they are doctors. But we don't really care about what happens in the morgue, to be honest. If you stare at the walls beyond the pathologist or morgue guy, what are they called? Coroner, mortician, pathologist. Unknown what he is. He's just a guy talking to the police. But in the background, it's just a wall.
It's amazing. They've
Like-
obviously used the same abandoned building they found for the actual film.
Yeah, like it looks like it's just the basement of that building.
Yeah.
And they've just added a few lights. But to be fair, we didn't notice it immediately.
Yeah, I suppose we didn't.
I think we were-
just like,
All the shock had happened of the film, and I think you're like, the point of framing it is so that you're staring at the front and not at the dingy walls in the background.
yeah. There is a lot of suspense in that scene still.
But it's just something we noticed, because obviously, like, you think of a morgue, it's sanitized, it's clean, it's steel, very easy to clean, and it's just this like white or blue grotty wall.
Yeah. I love it though. It's like the one thing that brought me back into this is a tiny budget film.
Like, teeny tiny. One thing I will say about the second one in advance is they use a morgue.
They do.
They do use a morgue.
It started and we were like, oh, it's upgraded.
Look at the improvement. But that's almost in the second one for now. Because that's for next week.
But overall though, if you haven't been able to tell, we did really like it. It was so good. Like, give it a watch, it's so funny.
Yeah, I think so far, I think this has been my favourite low budget horror we've watched. And we've watched a lot of them.
And when we would say low budget, we mean micro low, like $35,000 low. For this masterpiece. And yeah, I liked it so much that I did actually go and buy the Blu-ray after we'd watched it.
But yeah, obviously with the hype of Terrifier 3 coming out, it seems that they've sent it back now to rent or buy to try and milk more money out of it, because both well, I'll stick to one. It is worth watching. I think it's a masterclass in using your budget wisely. Because what I find normally with a lot of the low budget ones we've bought is like lack of blood.
Yeah.
They don't have the gallons and thousands of gallons of blood to spare, but this film did. It had great practical effects.
Great acting for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. So some of it's a bit rough, but $35,000, like I
You
don't
get
care.
past it. Like, art is so good, you don't. It's fine. So, part 2 next week. Outside?
Hell yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh. We just complained about being too warm inside. We thought we'd come and cool off.
It's freezing.